I have my bulletin board and my TV, so we'll see how that works. So far the bulletin board already came in handy just to mentally take this mess and like throw it over there. Let me okay, I'm not sure why it's like in night vision or whatever, but yeah, I don't know what time it is. I literally have no idea right now, but I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. That's my show. I love Cardi B. I love Cardi B and Remy Ma. Actually, I pretty much like everyone because the drama's pretty good, but of course like Cardi B and Remy are like top. Yeah, I've been really into watching it. So I'm dressed and I'm ready to go to the gym. And also I bought these pants, but I'm not 100% sure if they're supposed to go to the gym. And then I have this shirt that I don't really wear, but I need to get some more clothes. So maybe I'll get some more from the gym since we get like 30% discount the first 30 days of our contract. So I got like 28 days or so I don't remember what day I started. I have a little bit less than 30 days to get some clothes 30% off, and that's probably the only time I'm gonna buy them because they're pretty expensive. But I really just need like shirts that I can just like sweat in and then like wash, and then like because I have like my dress shirts for school and whatever. Anyways, shoot, I just had my freaking post-it with the stuff that I forgot to talk about. Oh, okay, so oh yeah, by the way, I got these pants at Target on clearance, so they feel really comfy. Wow, they feel really comfy. Okay, so oh yeah, so today I decided to wear white pants. This always happens to me. I wore white pants first of all. I claimed to have checked the weather, but I only saw it was like 48 degrees, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear one of my jackets. This one I have right here that has a little bit of fur and a hood and a faux shirtling. So I already knew I was gonna wear that, and then pants, and then I was actually running late, so I didn't put on the boots because I didn't have socks on, so I just put on like the kind of like flats I already had there. And so I was like, man, I'm about to be cold, but I'm only gonna be on campus for like 3 hours, so let's go. So yeah, so I also have been trying to use foundation to kind of make like a barrier on my face for when it's really cold. And you know, I like to do makeup too, so I've been using the what do you call it, the liquid foundation, even though like I feel like the powder foundation I have is a better match for my skin because it's oily. I feel like sometimes like I look dead when I put not dead, but I just look too even when I put the powder almost, and I want to look a little bit more dewy. So I guess, yeah, more dewy and less matte, so that's why I wanted to wear that one. And the setting spray I use is really good. I might review it, except like sometimes I still like feel like foundation coming off, so that's what happened today. And then I got like a tiny amount on my stupid white pants, but luckily I was already like on the way home. And then the other thing is, yeah, so I was wearing white pants, it decides to rain, and I was getting like foundation all on my notebook and stuff. And then what was I gonna say? Something. Oh yeah, and also, you know, I just washed my car, and I was like, I was supposed to check when it was gonna rain when I washed my car, but honestly the window was like way too dirty, and they made it like smell really good, even though like there's nothing inside there that should smell. I guess it was just kind of like stale. Like I kept bringing food in there and taking it out, and it had like a weird lingering smell, and they got that out. Like I'm sure it was just by like wiping down stuff, and you know, it needed a wash. Even if it's gonna rain, like I waited too long. So yeah, oh yeah. And then the bus drivers like made my day today, because one of them was just like, how are you doing? Like, I don't know, I really like the bus drivers here. Like I used to have a like love-hate relationship with bus drivers like in middle school and high school, because sometimes they would like leave me and my brother, or like leave me when I like ended up taking it by myself, or like, you know, we'd be sitting there for an hour, or they'd be hella pissed, or like, you know, if someone didn't have enough money, they'd just be like in a super bad mood. And you know, it was just like all this stuff. So what else did I, oh yeah, so first of all, I woke up super early. I think I mentioned that too. Hopefully that video saved. I woke up super early, but here's the thing. Well, hold on. Okay, so I woke up super early, but I almost ended up being late. I don't know how I do that, but it's like something that I've done before. So my class was at 11. I woke up like 8:15. I woke up like 8:30. Took a shower and got out at like 9. That's a long shower, I know, but I don't know why I took that long of a shower when I was supposed to. I guess I was like chilling, even though I had some more assignments that I needed to do. So basically the assignments were just kind of like taking little notes, and then one of them that I thought was due, my teacher just ended up like saying it was due on Thursday, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm not used to being in an undergraduate class, so I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, I got ready in the morning and I tried to eat breakfast, but I can't really eat in the morning. I get hungry in the very middle of class, so I need to like train my body to eat at like 7 a.m. so that I can be prepared for the rest of the day. So I go to the first class like normally. I'm with this group of girls. Shoot, okay, I skipped a bunch of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I started like doing my work last minute in the morning and like printing stuff out, and I was being like a little bit too laid back and lazy because I literally took the last possible bus for me to be on time, and I'm really surprised I made it. Like I made it within like a few minutes. So that was cool. And then basically yeah, that class was whatever. When we got into our groups, that's what I was saying. Because it's an undergraduate class, I just feel like I don't want to say like I feel like I'm more mature than them, but I guess I don't care about the same things as them. Like even though that was, well, I guess it's 2 years ago now, it still almost feels like they're like a freaking ocean away from me or something. Like they're really smart, and you know, they had the same like major for their undergraduate, you know, and for me, I'm just like, I studied something completely different in undergrad, so I'm basically on the same level as them. But I guess it's weird because it's like I just graduated like a couple years ago, so yeah, I took 1 year off. So then I'm like, why do I feel like I'm not like in the same level as them? Like she has the stuff the teacher has us do is easy, but I will still learn, and it's about like supplementing my like final thesis. So, you know, it's fine. But I just think like some of the stuff is just like super like tedious, but in like a bad way. Like raise your hand if you're in this group, and like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna be one of those people that gets like a low grade just because I think I'm too cocky for the class, you know? That's the kind of like thing I feel. But obviously I'm trying to do all the assignments. It's just like I feel like I feel like an old lady or something. Like I'm not supposed to be in that class. But then on the other hand, in my classes where I have PhD students, I feel like I'm the littlest kid. So it's like a weird dynamic I have. Like I have one class and it's like 2 PhD students and 2 master's students, and that's it. And then it's just a professor. So I have that class where it's like I pretty much feel like stupid every class. Then I have the one with the undergraduates, and then I'm like, I still feel like kind of like awkward because, you know, I don't talk that much. That's just how I am. But I do participate when we need to participate. And you know, like it's just a weird dynamic because then I go to the other class and it's like no, actually it's mostly master's students, but also undergraduate students as well. So it's just, you know, it's just a weird feeling in every class. Like I just need to make sure I'm on top of everything, but also like I need to keep in mind like you know, I still need to learn, even if I, you know, think I'm better than the undergraduates. No, it's just like, it's almost like I feel like I grew up so much in undergraduate that I can't even go back to like being that like you know, like giddy and like totally like, I don't want to say like innocent, because I still consider myself like I'm still a good person and I'm still like I have the same morals and everything, but I'm saying like I grew up so much that at this point I don't really like, you know, like when people laugh at stuff, and I guess it doesn't have to be maturity, but I guess it's just a different excitement. Like I'm going to school like it's a job, and maybe it's a little bit more fun for the undergraduates, or maybe some of them, you know, some of them have a lot more to say and like a lot of like smart things to say. It's just like, I guess the behavior aspect is different, and the kind of, I don't know, it's weird. Like now I'm starting to notice it. Like it's just a weird dynamic. Anyway, since I'm still talking about class, I should mention that oh yeah, so I wrote down what I was doing in class that was super awkward. Okay, first of all, I get to class, and then I was really like self-aware today. It was really bad. But yeah, I noticed that the teacher looks directly at me. Well, cuz I'm looking directly at the teacher. So, the one time that I like was like, "Oh my gosh, do I need to open my laptop and look at something?" cuz I saw someone else open their laptop, and then the teacher looked at me and was like, "Everyone put your laptops down." So like basically like if I'm not paying attention, like it's super clear all over my face. So anyways, that could be a good thing. Like maybe they'll know I'm trying, even though like I had a breakdown or whatever. And also somebody else was late today too, and they just said the same thing, and the guy was like, "Oh, I apologize," whatever. And so I was like, I didn't even say I apologized during mine because I was already pretty much in tears when I got to class. So I don't know what was gonna come out that day where I was like late and the teacher told me that stuff. So yeah, it's like, it's really weird because now I just come to class and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do, you know? Like obviously I just like run out of my other class so my teacher doesn't try to talk to me about all that stuff. And this is a weird thought. I hope I turned in the right piece of paper. Like if you've ever seen the Teen Witch movie, like sometimes when I like turn in papers and then just run to my next class, I'd be thinking like I'm about to turn in a diary entry. For real. Like sometimes I write journals in class. Not really lately, since like I am actually paying attention, but more when I was an undergraduate or like the classes I did like last semester. But yeah, if you've ever seen that scene in Teen Witch where I should know her name right now because it's like my favorite movie, Clueless and Teen Witch. I don't know why those are like my favorite movies that I could think of right now. And then like she accidentally turns in her page from her diary. I don't know, maybe I can find the clip somewhere. That's what's really good about YouTube. Then when I watch it back, I'll be like, hey, I remember that moment. Okay, anyways, so yeah, I'm really awkward, and I like tried to take out my laptop and I was like freaking out and I was like having a mental breakdown. Okay, so this is what happens when someone asks us to participate, or like they like said like, "Oh, who wants to do like this assignment?" And this part of my brain was like, yeah, or like this little angel right here was like, "Yeah, go do it. Like raise your hand. And then this part of my brain, or like I don't want to call it the devil, but just the other vain Virgo, the other Virgo, she's like, "Don't do it. What are you doing? Don't raise your hand. Like that's what happens to me mentally. Like I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's like for me, I'm just like, raise your hand, and it never happens. So it's like if someone forced me to participate, like in that other class where the lady was talking to me, I was more angry about that because I actually already started participating in that class. But this one, I definitely like need to step it up. But for some reason, I guess because there's a lot more people and it's like a more serious class, I like start freaking out and I'm like, hello, like there's a malfunction right here that doesn't let my hand go up in the air. Or I used to tell my roommate, like senior year of undergraduate, I used to be like, there's this voice in my head that's just like, she's like, yeah, raise your hand. And then when I'm about to say something, she totally disappears. Like, she's like, bye, you're on your own, honey. And then, like, something comes out of my mouth that doesn't make any sense. So that has happened several times before. So that's why I'm scared to raise my hand, because I'm not that good at communicating. But ironically, this is supposed to be, like, communications type stuff. So, yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, also I don't know where to sit, but when I walked into class, I like totally blocked the girl behind me because I couldn't figure out where to sit, and I was gonna sit in a different seat every class, but it seems like that's really hard to do. I kind of do that so I don't know if I do that so I don't have to talk to people. I feel like, because I have one really close friend in the class and then a couple other people I kind of know, like acquaintances. But then, like, I feel like I do it now in that class because I'm so scared. I do to, like, get away from people. But, so, like, I was trying to, like, run away. I was trying to find the space where I could get away from people, but obviously that doesn't exist, like, in a small classroom with, like, transparent windows and, like, there's, like, four professors and, like, 2 TAs. It's a really serious class. And then, so I come in and, you know, like, sit down and try to, like, choose the correct seat. So the people I sit with now are 2 really, really nice girls who are actually very talkative with me, even though I'm pretty sure they know I'm such a train wreck. Like, even though I'm such a mess and I haven't participated and I was already, like, late the second day of class and whatever. And, you know, I just seem like kind of sketch, but I guess they can tell I'm nice because they started talking to me, and I guess I can tell they're nice too because they're trying to talk to me even though I don't ever know what to say. And then I realized, like, I can't do anything in front of people because my friend, I don't know if it's her or I don't know if it's, like, just a cultural thing because she is from China, but, like, she gets, like, really, really, like, I don't want to say, like, close to me, but, like, just like today, I'm trying to hurry up and make sure I took notes on my work. And she just, like, comes over and she, like, looks at what I'm doing and she, like, lifts up the book and she, like, reads it and she, like, kind of goes through my notebook. And in my head, I'm like, this is an invasion of privacy, you know, like, that's how I feel. But I'm also like, if that's my friend, why should I get mad she's looking through my stuff, you know? But, that's the friend that came to stay with me in LA, so I would say we're pretty close. But, like, the thing is, too, like, I feel like it's me, you know? Like, only I would have a problem with that. But it's also, like, it just, like, sparks something in my brain where I'm like, why do I feel so defensive if she just, like, wants to look at what I'm writing? You know what I mean? So I guess what I was thinking then was that, about the fact that, like, I can't do anything in front of people, and that's, like, my biggest problem. Like, let's say, like, someone's like, hey, can you drive me, like, to the store or something? I'll, like, freak the F out because when I'm driving by myself, I really don't care. It's like my life is in my own hands. I'm not responsible for someone else. But if someone else is in the car, there's one aspect of I care about them, so I'm gonna drive really, really carefully. But the other thing is that they're watching how I'm driving. So by me driving slower and more carefully, they're becoming more paranoid, like, why is she driving, like, slow and, like, careful, you know, like, she should be driving in, like, in the normal range. So, you know, it's like half the people that come in the car I'm pretty comfortable with, and, you know, as long as they don't really say anything like, what are you doing, or, like, where are you going? But, like, the other half of the time, they're like, oh my gosh, I was so scared, like, driving with you. But it's because I'm way more, like, I'm gonna say, like, at least 3 times more cautious when other people are in the car. So it's kind of scary for me, but it doesn't matter what it is. Like, even today when I mentioned tipping, I feel like if I was alone in the nail salon and there wasn't, like, 2 other people getting their nails done, I wouldn't have had a breakdown, like, trying to decide what tip to give them, because if I was by myself, no one could judge me, I guess, you know? So I feel like I am pretty, like, you know, like, I was just really self-aware today, you know? So then I would say if I can kind of get over that, then that would be great. But it's really ingrained like very deeply in me. Like I think it is actually like like a personality trait. Like that's how deeply embedded it is in like what I do. So that's just what I think. Yeah, I guess the next thing that I was thinking about today. Oh yeah, I said the raising my hand in class. What is this? Oh yeah. I guess when I was in class today, I called it simultaneously comfortable and uncomfortable. Like I was comfortable in my seat and I felt good and but I also felt uncomfortable maybe because I was hungry. I think it was more so I didn't know what was going to happen. This class is probably one of the top like most difficult to me. So I get really nervous and I guess that kind of like showed on my face definitely, but more so like if I don't know what to expect, I get a little bit nervous. I'm sure everyone has a little bit of that feeling, but I've been really really good at kind of planning stuff before like before the end of last semester. I kind of was really good at kind of feeling out where my like emotional levels were and like how awkward I would be. I kind of could find ways around it. But yeah, it's just like this feeling of I'm comfortable like being in class and talking to people, but there's just this line where like I can't just like chill basically. So I guess it's kind of like that ongoing stress, and maybe when school's over I'm going to be like, what the hell was I complaining about? But because it's only the second week of class, it's like, whew, we have so much to do. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. So I guess that's kind of where I'm having trouble. And the good part is I'm giving myself, like I think I mentioned before, I'm giving myself a lot more things to do. So the first one is the gym, and the second one is I'm trying to work with this volunteer opportunity. So hopefully I'll get that and I'll be able to help. It's just a matter of I need to make sure I'm committed. I feel like if I, do something like this, then it'll force me to like go and do it for a few hours and then like be fine. But like sometimes I get really invested in certain stuff, like in this particular opportunity. If I get it, I'll probably go into more detail, but just it's it becomes a part of you. So whew, yeah, so I guess I'm just thinking about different stuff, and I finally talked to my dad for a little bit today. I think I've been avoiding his calls because I'm already stressed out, and one thing my parents like to do is just talk about themselves, and I'm like, you guys had like 50 years to talk about yourselves. Like, you had kids, so like I guess they had kids so they could talk to them some more. But like for me, I'm just like, my dad is just like, he's annoying in that way. It's like he just keeps talking about himself and his problems. In this case, it's like a really serious thing, so I get it, but just like, he's supposed to be a parent, but when something happens, like I call my mom or like I call my older brother. But like in this case, like I'm just trying to be there for my dad. Like, why am I kind of the adult? You know what I mean? So I was like, maybe, I don't know. I think it's just one of the reasons I decided to come to this like freaking ratchet place was to like kind of get closer to my family. And it's just like I'm waiting for him to come visit me basically. Like I already said, so when you're coming to visit, because it's gonna be pointless if I literally end up spending the whole time here, the whole 2 years, and then he's only visited me 2 times or 3 times. Like we drove here from California together, but like he's only visited me like twice. I'm like, what are you even doing? Like, this is your chance basically. This is your chance to like reconnect, because I'm close with my mom and my brothers, and I'm even closer with my stepdad because I consider him my dad, even though just FYI, I'm kind of mad at him too, because it's just they let their problems take over their lives, knowing that they have people relying on them. So that's where I have an issue with them. But for me, I'm just like, I'm giving you a chance. Anyways, I'm going into a whole nother rant. But yeah, I need to finish this Love and Hip Hop episode and maybe do some homework. I'm actually supposed to go to the gym with George, but you know, he's at a meeting, so I know that's important. So he's gonna let me know when he finishes the meeting, and then I guess we're gonna go after then. It's like 7. I don't know why I'm looking at this clock when I turned it off, because the ticking was annoying me. So now I don't know what to do with it, because it was like $2. So it's like, I can sell it. I don't really want to keep it, but I'm like, who wants a $2 clock? Like, they probably know something's wrong with that. Maybe I'll try to sell it anyway. Anyways, the other thing about today was I put on a full face of makeup, because that's what I try to do when I'm like ready to work or whatever. Or, you know, I was saying about the weather. I like any excuse to wear makeup. And then freaking, I thought I had an event. Wait, oh, my feet just got really warm. I thought I had an event later, but it's actually postponed till tomorrow, because I guess the head of like the people, their flight got canceled because of the weather, which is insane, by the way. And yeah, so the event is tomorrow, so I figured, oh, I'll put on the makeup and it'll be for all day. So then, like, after I made that dinner, I just took off my makeup, because I'm like, wait, if I'm going to the gym, I need to take this the hell off my face. So that's what I did right now. And yeah, I'm really hoping I can get to editing videos. Like, I knew it would be hard to like edit while like I'm in school and stuff, because I'm already behind, like a week behind. But I figured, I guess I didn't factor in that George would want to hang out with me literally every single day. So I already talked to him yesterday. Like, I literally had to like spend like a whole like 5 minutes like telling him like, I need to study, so you need to like get the hell out of here. Basically, like, you know, don't try to hang out with me right now, because I need to study. And so it's like, I mean, of course, like, I like the attention and like it's really nice and he makes me happy, but I can't be distracted right now. Like, graduate school is my first boyfriend or first significant other. Let me not even go there. But yeah, I'm hopefully gonna get to editing some videos right now then, since like, yeah, I don't know if I told you I got like a TV. Hopefully it works out well for me, like budget wise, because my dad actually gave me some money and he was like, have fun on the weekend, like here's some money for the weekend. So I invested in this kind of small TV. Kind of small. It's 24 inches, which I was thinking smaller, but it was such a good deal and it's everything I kind of wanted in a TV. So that's why I decided to get it. My desk is a mess, so I don't know if I want to show that. But yeah, I basically am using it as a second monitor so that I can kind of multitask using the computer, because I notice I try to open things on the screen and it's just like really hard to like do my work and then try to edit videos. And so I think it'll be a good investment, because my other computer that I brought to kind of have 2 screens legit just died. Like, the battery, if I buy a new battery, it's $80, and let's say the battery doesn't work, it's like, this TV was basically around that price. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a better idea that I got the TV than not. But we'll see. I'll give it a week, and like, let's say I'm really not liking it or using it. I'm already using it since I opened it, but maybe I'll return it, or we'll see. But I figured hopefully this will make me set for the year. Like, oh yeah, so I was saying I have my bulletin board and my TV, so we'll see how that works. So far, the bulletin board already came in handy just to mentally take this mess and like throw it over there. Let me actually like show you, because I just like kind of ended up eating dinner in here, and then like, so yeah, this is the bulletin board. So yeah, this is the bulletin board and just all types of like stuff I need to do. And then I kind of like this because I really just like think of random stuff I need. And oh yeah, I finally got something on here. That's good. And every time I come over here, I'm like thinking like, oh my gosh, I have hella stuff to do, but I can wait until later also. But yeah, oh, and the TV. And then the only thing I don't like so far is that I'm not planning to use like the smart TV features all the time, but it looks like my connection isn't strong enough to like access them. So if that doesn't work in the next like week, I'm just gonna try to return this. But I'm using it as a monitor, so I don't know. But I don't like that I haven't found any like manual power button. Like it only relies on the remote. But it is like 24 inches, so it's like, wow. When the hell am I gonna when the hell am I gonna lose the remote? Because I can also use the phone as a remote. So yeah, so this is my setup for now. It's kind of my low-key office. And oh yeah, this is where I get my desserts. And they're pretty good. The good part is it reminds me of back home. I go to the same place back